Namaste everyone, Anu Chabda here. Today we are going to learn about rose. Favorite, isn't it? So, just have a look how pretty they are looking. This red rose, here again one more bud is coming of white. Okay, so when we talk about rose, there are many colors available in the market. Initially it was very few, you can say limited colors were available. Now because of hybrid, cross pollination and air layering, n number of colors are available in the market. There are two varieties, one is the native variety, what we call the Desi Gulab, and the hybrid variety. So depending on whatever color you want, it can be bought from the market. So now when we talk about the pot, for approximately this much size, generally it grows to a height of 1.5 to 2 feet. So 12 to 15 inches of pot or grow bag is sufficient for this. And the potting mix what we are going to take is sand, coco peat, soil, whichever color is available in your area, vermicompost, and a handful of neem cake. Now all these four things will take it in equal quantities, and neem cake will be just a handful. The mixture of this four will create a very nice, you can say well drained soil. So the water content will not be too much in this, and how much ever the plant requires, it absorbs that much of water. Now when we talk about propagating of rose, it can be grown with the help of seeds and cutting as well, but chances, or you can say the success rate is more on stem cutting. So hardly you get anybody growing rose from the seeds, and cuttings you can do it yourself also, or nowadays the grafted varieties are also available in the market, which really gives a nice bloom and they are really healthy plant. Okay, so try opting for grafting variety. So now we'll talk about the sunlight requirement of this plant. This is a plant which really needs a good sunlight and to grow well. Apart from throughout the year, it really gives a nice blooms. Only during, you can say, too much of rainy season, the blooms are a little less. Otherwise throughout the year these flowers they bloom. When you talk about the fertilizing of this rose plant, regular compost, Jivamrita, once in 15 days you can give. The best fertilizer what these plants love to have is oil cake fertilizer. If you have mustard cake, I have already made a video on that, you can have a look. Either you can mix all the oil cakes and you can make the fertilizer and you can give, or mustard cake, only mustard cake if you have, mix with it neem cake and make a fertilizer. They really love to have that. Now these were the things what we want to talk about. We had talked about the growing needs, lightning, your watering, everything. Apart from that, few things have to be taken care in this plant, which I'll be discussing. Now suppose the flowering is over. This is the flower. Now the flowering is over. We generally dehead the plant from approximately here. So in rose you have to just make sure little different it is. The next step, if you see, you will see a set of 3 leaves are there. If I am deheading the flower till here, only I am getting this 3 leaves. One more step, if I go down, I get a set of 5 leaves. So if you really want this plant to do well, you have to dehead till the first set of 5 leaves. From there, after few days, new branches will emerge and you will have a bushy plant. Now apart from this, one more problem generally we see in the rose plant is near to the root. If you have bought a grafted plant near to the root, sometimes here at a distance, you can say 5 to 6 centimeter, you will get one new branch coming out which has more you can say thorns compared to the thorns visible on the main plant. These thorns, you can see, they are at a gap of 1 inch approximately, but if a stem you are seeing which is emerging somewhere here, which has more number of thorns, you can say approximately at a gap of ½ inch or even less than that, and the leaf structure of that stem is different from the leaf structure of your original plant. That means that is a sucker. So you have to identify if any plant emerging from near to your main plant and it looks something different from the main plant, that means it's a sucker, and that sucker will never bear flowers, but it will take all the nutrition and the energy whatever is there in the soil, and your plant will not get the energy whatever you are providing it in the soil. The sucker will absorb all and gradually your main plant will die. So the main thing what you have to observe is, if you see suckers growing in your rose plant, separate the suckers and plant it separately. You have to cut it the suckers from here, because individually those suckers will really become a very good plant, but when they are attached to this main plant, they'll take all the nutrition of this plant. So very much we have to be aware of that we will not allow the suckers to grow near the main plant. Now that is one thing. Apart from this, this rose plant, it does not need much water, but the soil should always be moist. Mulching is really good for it, because the upper soil, if it is little moist, it thrives really well. Mulching you can do, but at the same time make sure overwatering is not there. So mulching you can do it either with your dry leaves, or you can regular interval you can give compost or any other hay or anything you can put. So make sure the upper layer of the soil is really moist enough. Okay, that is one thing. Now we'll talk about the care. Okay. So this plant, now we'll talk about the caring part of it. This plant is little delicate, you can say, in the form of fungal attack. So black spots you can see on the leaves growing sometimes. So a regular spray of neem oil, you can mix 2 to 3 drops of neem oil in soap solution. If you don't have soap solution, soap nut solution, you can use detergent or surf, whatever is there in your house. So dilute it, suppose 1 liter, just half a teaspoon of detergent and 1 or 2 teaspoons of neem oil, and then regularly you spray it to your plants. That is one thing. Apart from that, sometimes the fungal infection you see it is more, then you can just spray your or you can just spread wood ash over this plant, so that will take care of your fungal attack. Now this plant, as I told, deheading it is must after the flowering is over. Apart from that, at the regular intervals we have to prune it also, so that it gives more new chances of growing new shoots and more flowering will be there. And the time this plant, you can feel it before the rainy seasons or during the rainy seasons, you will feel that the no more blooms are there or the buds are not forming. That is the ideal time to prune this plant, and whenever you prune the plant, you give it a nice compost, and after that this plant goes to you can say to some time for the dormancy. During that time, no need to give any other fertilizers or not much watering also, just let the plant rest for some times, because again during the winters it will start again with full new shoots, new blooms and new buds. So it's a very easy caring plant. The stem cutting is very easy to be done. You just take a stem cutting, make sure the stems are not in a greener side, they should be little on a brownish sides, softwood you can say. You can just give a slant cut. In a separate video I'll make a special video to make how to do the stem propagation of rose. So that will be entirely interesting thing to learn about. So otherwise a very nice plant, regular monitoring and good sunlight, it's required, and you are there with your roses. So thank you very much for joining me.